Today we are reviewing the second movie on our Wheel of Cinema series, Over the Moon. Is it a musical masterpiece or a typical average Netflix movie? Let's find out on the Late Night Movie Podcast. Welcome back to the Late Night Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Welchy. And joining me tonight, as always, are my co-hosts, Mr. Pop Figures himself, Andy.
Hello, guys. Happy to be back. Over the moon to be back. But yeah, excited to see what you guys think about this film.
Okay, I like it. And we're also joined by the famous Steve from TalkSport.
Hey, I was thinking, hang on a minute, why are you so sort of suddenly laughing your ass off? Because I was kind of like thinking to myself, where's the pun? And there was no pun in the intro about Over the Moon, so I was really confused. Oh man, yes, hello everybody, love to be back. For those of people that don't know of that story, they're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm calling you Steve now. Stephen.
Please don't.
Stephen reached
Steve-O.
new fame this week as he called into TalkSport to talk about, that was the Arsenal Athletic Madrid game, right?
No, it was
Oh, it
after
was
the
the
Bayern Munich
Bayern Munich
PSG
PSG game,
because
yeah. But
I've tried getting through to TalkSport a number of times, but every time I've called, it always says like line busy.
yeah,
So I called after Bayern Munich PSG thinking I can't imagine too many Arsenal fans calling, and I got straight through. So I think I was second in their sports bar running because they had Justice beforehand, the American Bayern Munich fan.
I
And
didn't
then
listen to any of it. I went to the
I
video because I thought you was being serious, as in like some mugs on there. So I went to that bit you was on about, and I was like, I know that voice. um,
I've also discovered new sort of lows by my mother. I showed my family it and she was like, "Oh yeah, you really don't have a voice for radio, son." Thanks, mother. I really appreciate that.
you do for
Which
podcasts.
when I listened back to it, I'm like, do I really sound like that? Because obviously when you
It's a
do,
phone
I've done
call.
YouTube.
Phone calls sound so different. Like when they're
I,
coming through like that, it's different.
like in one of my previous jobs, I used to mark calls and I would then sometimes listen to my own sort of self. And then obviously like when you do YouTube videos and TikTok videos, I always watch it back to make sure that I'm not saying things that are garbage. But I was kind of going, that's what I really sound like. I mean, some of the comments in that video that it was posted, not in the live stream, but they did like a compilation. So I thought while I was there, I thought, oh, that was going to talk about me. The best one was that I sound like Paul O'Grady. That was the best horrible comment saying the guy
That's
sounds like
brilliant.
Paul O'Grady, and I was like, that's really not a compliment in any shape or form. Some other people were like also going, because obviously I've got a soft spot for Chelsea because of my dad. But obviously on the call, I didn't want it to people to go, oh, like, woe is me, and I didn't want to give too much
Yeah.
of personal stuff. But when you listen back to it, it's like I'm moaning about Arsenal fans talking rubbish, and then some guy put an Arsenal fan having a soft spot for Chelsea, game's gone. It's like, um, so yeah, mixed, but yeah, it was a cool thing. It was the spur of the moment. I thought, Joe, what, fuck, I'm just gonna call in and talk to them.
Not gonna lie, Stephen, I was waiting for and listen to my podcast, Late Night
Yeah,
Movie Podcast.
you should
I was
have
waiting
You
shouted
for
know,
out.
funny enough, I really was thinking that, and I was thinking as I was talking, can I get the late night podcast in at any point? And I was like, no, I can't really. There's not an in. Maybe next time I might call
Yeah.
back and then do a bit of self
Have you
promotion.
ever seen the guy? I don't know what, like some morning chat show or whatever, and some guy keeps ringing them and like just keeps abusing someone on there. So
Oh, really?
Yes,
her name's like Sharon
uh,
something or something, and he's like,
yes,
Sharon is something for bitch.
you're talking about Matthew Wright at the Jeremy Vine
Yes,
show.
yeah,
They did like a compilation, yeah, like Shannon Goodwin's a bitch
that's it. Yeah,
constantly,
yeah.
and then they had another one which always made me laugh where they're talking and they talk about really serious stuff on this
Mm.
show. It's not things that you would be joking about. And one guy said, "Oh, can I get two fish suppers and a rice cake and a number five?" And it's like, "Oh, okay." I love it when you prank call on
A talk
sort of
show like
these
that.
really
Yeah,
serious like TV shows. It is the most funniest thing in the world because they're expecting a really serious answer, and then no, can I get two number sevens and a large
yeah.
shake or poor Sharon?
It's
Which I
like
don't even know. I tried to find out about that story. I still to this day I don't know why everyone thinks Shannon Goodwin's a bitch. We
no.
never know.
Um, but anyway, we diverge from our podcast there. As we said, Stephen has reached new heights, but he is over the moon as Andy said, to be back to the podcast.
Wish I had said that before you, Andy.
Before we go on to our main topic today, which is Over the Moon, I have a quick little game to play.
Oh, let's go.
We did this on the gaming podcast, Stephen. Andy, you missed it last week, obviously, on the gaming side. We're doing a blind ranking. Okay. So I have got 5 movies. I'm going to say them one at a time. You have to rank them 1 to 5 without knowing what's coming next. So this is obviously Over the Moon is an animated movie. These are just 5 different. Over the Moon is not in it. I can give you that one. 5 animated movies. You have to rank them from best to worst.
Okay.
You don't know what one's coming up. So we'll start with. You're both doing it. Like you could both. Doesn't matter where you rank them. It's not a competition.
Yeah,
Lion King.
we're working together for a change. Lion King.
Lion King's a good one for me.
He's going to throw in a Toy Story. You just know he's going to throw in a Toy Story or an Inside Out.
I think I'd put Lion King at number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Where would you put it, Stephen?
What should be the best one?
Oh, I need to write
You
these
chuck
down.
out like bullshit.
I do enjoy The Lion King. I haven't seen it for a long, long time. It was one of those ones where, like, back in school, they used to kind of put on like videotapes where it was either like a snow day or had nothing to do. And I remember like that was the first time I watched Lion King, and then watched it again a few years later. But I haven't seen it for about a decade. I remember always really enjoying it. So I would say probably I'll go fourth.
Fourth.
He's not a true Lion King fan.
I feel like there's going to be 3 better animated movies that you're going to throw out. So fourth is safe.
I feel like there might be some hate comments towards you, Stephen. Maybe someone else calling you Paul O'Grady after that one. Next is Frozen.
See, I do like Frozen as well, but I don't think I rate Frozen higher than Lion King. So I have to put Frozen at number 4.
Stephen.
Yeah, I'll go 5. I mean, Frozen really. I know how big it was. So before anyone like goes completely crazy at me, I recognise how big that movie is, and maybe one day when I've got kids, I'll appreciate it even more. It didn't do much for me when it came out. Obviously, it's got the iconic song, so I'd probably put that at number 5.
It's right,
It's
mate.
not really
We'll let it go. It's all right.
Hey, he's done another
you're
one.
on fire today, Andy.
See, one week of being ill, and he has all this. I bet he sits there in bed ill, thinking, how many puns can I get in? He's got 2 already.
There's a counter.
Third movie is Shrek.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking. Is it Shrek 1 or Shrek 2?
1.
That does change things, actually.
I feel like there's going to be one more film that I prefer, so I'm going to put Shrek at number 2.
Shrek at number 2.
Yeah.
I am in. Well, I've paused, and the only reason I've paused is because if you'd said to me Shrek 2, which is my favourite, I would have put it higher. I love the first 3 Shrek films, actually. Kind of started to lose patience with it from. Is it Shrek Not Forever After, the 4th one?
I've only ever watched the first 2, to be
Oh
honest.
no, Shrek Forever After is done before. So it's like a trilogy. Like the trilogy, and then
Bit like Toy
kind
Story.
of don't really care for the 4th. Whoa. I'm gonna again play it safe. No, fuck it. I'll go number 2.
Okay. So before we move on to the 4th, Andy, you've got 1 and 5 left.
Yep. I'm going to have to hope.
Stephen, you have 1 and 3 left.
Okay.
We'll obviously go through your final rankings at the end. The 4th movie is Emperor's New Groove.
Okay, number 5.
Love.
That's easy for me.
I love the Emperor's New Groove because it's got Kronk
That's the worst
in it.
film there out of all those films, easily.
Yeah. I only think is it Kronk who's the
Yeah,
voice
it's
of it
Kronk.
is Joe in Family Guy, and I just think Kronk
He's unbelievable.
he
character.
is like without him, that movie is nowhere near as good as what it should have been.
I think it's massively underrated.
Oh, massively. Yeah, definitely agree with that. This is horrible because
I could have my
pick-
ranking like spot on here. If the next film's like Toy Story or Inside
The
Out,
thing
or
is,
something like
though,
that, I've got a spot on.
Welchy could go one of 2 ways. He could maybe trick us into thinking that and then pick something completely different and shit,
Yeah, good.
or double bluff us. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to put it in at number 3, but because I feel like there's going to be a Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo
Okay.
left.
So this film now, it happened last week with you and Jack, Stephen. You both left number one
Yeah,
till the end, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was Trevor
it
from
was
GTA.
Trevor, which
Yeah.
we said would be the right decision. So we got lucky last week.
So this week on the movie side,
Oh God, it's going to be the other way around now.
the last animated movie is Madagascar.
Oh, okay, I'm not too angry
Okay,
about that.
I can
Okay.
deal with
Oh,
that.
Okay.
I might have switched 1 and 2 around. Like,
Yeah.
it would probably wouldn't be my number one choice out of those films, but it's a film I enjoy watching. I've seen it several times, so
Do you-
I'm not too angry about it.
Madagascar holds a special place in my heart only because I remember it was the first film that I ever saw in the cinema. I do
Oh.
remember that. I might have seen a movie in the cinema before that I don't remember, but in terms of as a kid sitting in that seat, I feel like Madagascar was the first. That came in 2005, so I would have been 7 at that point. So maybe. I
I'm
do
so
remember having to go
old.
to the toilet quite a lot and annoying my mother, but 7-year-old me, don't care, mate. I'm quite happy with that. I think I would pick Madagascar as number 1 because I
Over
really,
Shrek.
really enjoy. Yeah, I would say yeah. It's Shrek. I said to you, Shrek 2. If it's been Shrek 2, that would have been my number
Interesting.
1.
So we have
I
got
oh,
we've had it scheduled for ages. We keep pushing it back. Top 10 DreamWorks movies.
Yes.
But because of reviews and stuff, and we just keep pushing it back. So that will happen at some point. So that would be a debate there because personally, I would put Shrek above Madagascar. Any
Yeah.
Shrek.
I probably would as well. Yeah.
So Andy, yours was Madagascar in number 1, Shrek,
Yeah.
Lion King, Frozen, Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. I'm pretty much spot on with that. Other than, like I said, might switch
Sort of the
1
top
and 2
two.
around.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Stephen, Madagascar, Shrek. So you both got the same top 2. Emperor's New Groove, Lion King, Frozen.
that's spot on. Literally spot on. If I was going to pick it, that's exactly what I'd pick.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what I would have done. Obviously, blind ranking, I definitely don't know. If I had to rank them, I think Shrek would. Yeah, Shrek. I'll probably go Shrek, Lion King.
Ooh.
Madagascar, Emperor's New Groove, Frozen.
Okay.
I like
I do.
Frozen, but I've seen it way too many times now
Yeah, I can
with
imagine
my
that.
daughter. So it's but
He's
it
not
is
letting that one
fantastic.
go.
But I just Emperor's New Groove hold a bit
It,
more of a positive thought in my heart.
yeah, it's a very, very underrated film. I sometimes feel maybe I'm being a bit too harsh because I remember my childhood being so. When Shrek 2 came, which I think was 2004, obviously 2000, I'm only 2 years of age. So I think it's based on how old you are. Because I remember having like the interactive DVD of Shrek 2. I remember watching The Far, Far Away Idol. Like, I was obsessed with that film.
I remember the
But I
Far Away
wonder.
Idol.
Yeah, Far Far Away Island was hilarious, and I
Yeah.
still even now rewatching that makes me laugh. Like it's that bit where they're singing about "Hungry Like the Wolf," and then they start running away from the actual wolf, and it's bits like that as a kid that I didn't really pay too much attention. And now I'm like, that's fucking gold, mate. But I sometimes think that maybe Shrek 1 is the better made film, but obviously my bias as a child enjoying number 2 more.
Shrek 2 is fucking
There's a debate
phenomenal as
there.
well. They're
Yeah,
of the trilogy, they're the best 2. It's not quite like
Yeah.
Toy Story
Oh,
where
yeah.
I think it, I argue 3 is best, whatever.
yeah.
I do think they peaked at 2. Like 1 and 2 are just phenomenal.
It's a bit like Terminator. 1 and 2 is amazing. You could then make arguments for the
The rest,
other
yeah.
movies. Yeah.
Well, let's find out where we would have put Over the Moon in those in that list. So, for those who are either new to the podcast or just randomly fell onto this episode or interested in this movie, the reason we watch Over the Moon is because we're doing a Wheel of Cinema series, and the Wheel of Cinema series is, which we have to do later. Literally, we spin a wheel. It picks a genre for us. It picks a year for us, or like a year zone, like a 5-year time zone, and a Letterboxd rating for us. So, if I remember correctly, on this one, it was musical. That was definitely definitely the genre, which cannot be picked back to back. So we're safe.
Yeah.
So,
Thank goodness.
it was 2020 to 2024.
Yeah.
Which I believe this was 2020, like bang on. And then it was between 3 and 3.4.
Yeah, I think so.
Round about
Which,
that.
yes, looking at, I know what Letterboxd score is. That is correct. That was the categories. We went through and looked through Letterboxd for a movie that fit that categories. It was between that and Wonka. Were the two that we were deciding on. The only deciding factor, they kind of left it down to me in the end. You two did, and I went with Over the Moon because Andy had seen Wonka, and we wanted to try and make it a film that none of us had seen. And I think there was a few people in Discord that were a bit upset that we hadn't picked Wonka. So apologies, and I can tell that's happened because no one's commented in with thoughts because no one's bothered watching it with us. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So, Over the Moon had a budget of, no one knows. Netflix haven't disclosed how much their budget was.
Oh, I thought you had to ask us that then.
No one knows. It did have a box office of 860,000.
I was going to say, no way.
When did it come out? Out of curiosity,
it came out in 2020. So I might as well say it here. So in January 2021, Netflix reported that 43 million households had watched the movie. And it released October 2020. So that's it depends when they said it in January, but 2 to 3 months.
It's cool. The reason why I asked that question was because obviously 2020 is an interesting year because once you get to March, you then have the COVID-19 pandemic happening. And in October, well, most of the countries then went back into lockdown. So I imagine this movie benefited from people with kids wondering what to watch. This comes up, it's a kids film animation. Does that drive more people because more and more people were watching it at home? Like, it wouldn't have had a cinema release because of the time when it was released.
I don't know where the 860K come from. I couldn't actually find it on my normal box office website. I just found it on some sort of news website. Obviously, this would have been probably a lot of the work done before COVID, and because it's animation, a lot of if they needed to do more lines, that can be done from people's houses now. People have enough good equipment that they could have done. So the animation side of things are probably the bit which took a bit of a hit when people went home and stuff. But to me, before we get into our review, this seemed like a attempt at a movie, and then Netflix have now gone on to make K-pop Demon Hunters, which has taken over the world. This almost feels like, we were close with Over the Moon, without going into our thoughts. And then they've kind of gone from Over the Moon, obviously very based in China. They've gone to the Korea K-pop side, and it's blown the fuck up. So it's almost like, here we go, let's try again, and it's hit.
It's really interesting you say that because without giving away my thoughts, I exactly thought the exact same thing. It kind of felt like an audition for K-pop Demon Hunters in a way, in some of the moments towards its later stages.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, 81 on the critic side, which is very, solid. Very, very good. 69, nice, on the audience side, which is, again, better than average. It's decent, but obviously much less than the critics. Letterboxd 3.2, hence it fit within our category of 3 to 3.4. So
yeah,
that's what the critics think. That's what the audience thinks. But what do we think? So Andy, I hope you listened to our gaming podcast last week, but we tried something new out and it worked. We're going to try it again. We are going to do 2-minute reviews. So each of us get 2 minutes to get our overall thoughts out, splurt it out. What you got for 2 minutes. And then after that, we will we can go where we want. We can dive into someone's bad opinion. We can, if we all agree on something, we can say why, whatever we want to go. We can talk about the animation, the songs in this movie. Obviously, this is a musical. We're going to talk about a song at some point. Ending, blah, blah. We'll go from there. But first of all, overall thoughts. For 2 minutes, I'll put a timer on. You'll hear it go off if you're over. That's not a shut up now. That's like a wrap it up kind of timer.
A delayed shut up now.
Yeah. So, Andy, we'll go with you first. Over the Moon. What did you think of it? Go. Jack did the exact same thing
last week.
That's funny. Okay, quick disclaimer before I go into general thoughts. I sort of was, obviously you sent a reminder into the chat, Welchy, saying don't forget to watch Over the Moon. I was like, I actually needed that reminder because I did forget. And then I sort of forgot about it again, and then you put something in the Discord where it was like, these are our topics this week. And I was like, oh shit, I still need to watch that. I was sort of watching this film at a time when I wasn't really in the mood for watching it.
Mhm.
So that might obviously have an impact on my opinion. For me, Over the Moon was too much of a kids' film for me to enjoy it as much as like other animation films. So films more recently like Hoppers and Inside Out 2 are perfect examples of kid films that make me cough for this quick review. Are perfect examples of films that are kid films but also have a lot of adult stuff in them. Whereas with Over the Moon, I thought was too much focused on. Well, it's a kids film. Like I don't blame it for being too focused on that side of things, but I just thought it was too childish for me to like fully enjoy it as much as I could have. The story I thought was not original. Like it's something that's relatable, I think, to a lot of people, not to myself, but I think it's. 1 second.
Take your time. I've paused it
I'm
for you
obviously
because that's not fair. Yeah.
I'm obviously still not well, Stephen. Yeah, no, yeah. So it's a story that isn't something that's brand new. Like I was the middle part of the film. Obviously, you have the introduction, and then what happens with the mum. I didn't. That sort of just happened suddenly. I was like, okay, it's going down that route. And then obviously when the dad has I can't remember their names, but has the new woman introduced into their lives, I was thought, okay, it's going to be that sort of film where the daughter obviously can't accept the new person in and all the changes in life, which are all very real things that can happen in anyone's life. So it's very much relatable in that sense. I just felt when she went up to the moon, it then sort of went in a really childish sort of way, which is fine because it's a kids' film. So I'm not being negative on that. It's just, yeah, it just wasn't for me. I thought there could have been more adult stuff in there for me to enjoy it more. If there was more adult stuff now, I would have enjoyed it more. But I'm not gonna sort of. Well, I am, but I don't blame the film for doing that because it is a kids' film at the end of the day. So yeah, overall, it was an okay film for me to watch, and I don't feel like the songs were catchy enough. Like with Frozen, you got Let It Go, and you got It's All About Bruno from. Let's not talk about Bruno from the other Pixar film, Disney film.
Encanto.
Yeah, so there's like so many songs from different films that I remember. I wouldn't be able to sing one of the songs back from this film to you. So for it to be a musical, I feel like it has to have that one catchy song in there at least, where you remember it and then that makes you remember the film, those sort of things. So for that reason, I still thought the film was overall really good. The voice acting was good. The animation I thought was good. So I gave it a 5.5 out of 10.
5.5.
And now
Okay. Cool.
I feel like I pretty much got what you were trying to say with that. It's one of those I was kind of thinking. So yeah, it's a kids' film, and you're not happy because you want it to be more adult, but then you understand that it is a kids' film.
I'm
It's
not
weird.
happy.
Yeah,
Part of me was like watching it thinking like, I don't really want to be watching this right now. So already I'm
right.
like gone into the film with a negative
Sure.
mindset. And then I understand it's a kids' film, so I can't really be angry at it for being too childish.
No, I get it.
But for me as an adult to be able to enjoy the movie more, they could have some of those moments more in there. Where like in Inside Out 2 and Hoppers, I feel like you do have more of those adult moments that makes you relate a bit more as an adult. So I felt there was less of that in this. So it's like, oh, okay. I feel like Welchy would have had fun watching this with his kids sort of thing.
So
we'll find out.
5.5 is the highest score we've had on Wheel of Cinema.
Oh, really? What was our first?
Well, because the last one was Alarum. Do you remember Alarum?
Oh, yeah. Well,
and we were not good on Alarum. I was about to say that's not a fine achievement. That it's just been given based on the first one.
Yeah. Me and Stephen gave that a 3, which was the highest score previous. Okay, Stephen, did you hear the timer, by the way? I can't tell if you can hear it or not.
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, shit, okay. But it went off. You was about 30 seconds over. Like, it wasn't horrendous.
Oh, okay.
How do I make that louder?
You exclude on medical grounds, bless, because you did.
I did a lot of pausing for the coughing and stuff, so it's probably about 5 minutes, to be honest. I'll try and put it nearer to the mic, but if not, I'll I don't know, put a thumb up or something.
Yeah.
Stephen, what did you think of Over the Moon?
Okay, so I saw this about an hour ago. I normally like to leave it to the day that we're recording, so it's nice and fresh in my memory. But also, like, kind of agree with Andy's point where I've been ill early in the week, and like my family, when I was saying to the day that I need to watch this film, they're like, "Why didn't you do it when you were in bed not feeling great?" I was like, "I've got to be in the right frame of mind to watch this film. I do think you've got to kind of be feeling really happy and bubbly, and today I am." No reason why, just throwing that one out there. But going into this film, I enjoyed it. I kind of agree with what Andy is saying in the respect of that it is predominantly a kids' film, and there isn't much of the adult stuff that you can kind of take from Hoppers or Inside Out 2, where they say a joke, you're in the cinema, you're laughing your ass off, and then kids around you going, "Why is this person laughing? I don't get the joke." It doesn't have any of that. What I do think it has a really good understanding of is it captures the idea of a child going through grief and how a family dynamic changes and the feelings you get when your parent meets somebody else. I thought that side of it was really well done, and I kind of understood. I don't even know the name of the main character, to be honest. So I'm not saying I'm that invested in it because I can't
Fei-Fei?
remember the name and I only watched it an hour ago.
Fei-Fei?
Sure,
Making it
yeah,
up?
sure. But that idea and premise and that story I liked. The movie let me down because it doesn't really then go with that. I thought the first like 20 minutes were really promising, and then I just felt the movie kind of went into sort of something that we've seen a million and a half times before. There was no originality. There's one song in like the festival bit that I have added to my car playlist because it's quite catchy. It's the pop bit where they're in the state where like she's in the moon bit, that big
That's the whole
upbeat.
film. What do you mean?
No, but you know when she goes onto the stage for the first time. Oh, I'm done anyway. That's a quick 2 minutes. But yeah, like I'll go to more further thoughts, but generally, apart from one song that I found quite catchy, the second half of the film was not as great as the premise of the first 20 minutes. But like it was an okay film.
Score out of 10?
Uh, I'll go 6 out of 10
Oh, we have a
because
new
it kind of
record.
was. Yeah, it kind of what I was expecting. So it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't anything to jump around. And as I said, I thought I was really captured in the first 20 minutes, and then I started to lose interest towards its later stages. Sort of by the end of the film, I was kind of like, okay, I'm kind of happy that this is ending, because even I think the running time's 100 minutes, and you get like 15 minutes of end credits. So I was like, oh, sweet,
Was it that
great,
long?
we've ended.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I noticed that
100
too.
minutes. But
Oh, shit.
if you take away 15 minutes, then it's the standard length of what a kid's film would be, which is coming in at about an hour and 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, you say that, but the Toy Story movies, other than the first one, which is like an hour and 20, they're all like an hour and a half, hour and 40.
Yeah, but like
That's a
this
different
this
kind of
isn't
film.
even the same. Like this is kind of, I don't know, National League, and Toy Story's in the Premier League in terms of the difference between the animation quality.
I'm really annoyed you can't hear this timer. It's really bugging me. Like, it's so loud to me.
I did really well last week at keeping it into within 1 minute 59, and this week I failed
it's
miserably.
amazing. Yeah, but it's going to take all of us practice. We're not used to this. It's a new thing for
Yeah.
us. Okay, a 5.5 from Andy, a 6 from Stephen. I'm going to start mine now. I thought I was going to come into this as the most negative, but it sounds like I'm coming in probably the most positive. I thought this film was good in stages. Actually, I'll go as far as saying great in stages and average in a lot of it as well, though. I would fully agree that the first 20 minutes, I was like, this is good. Like, this is good stuff. I thought the animation was good. Mixed bag in one way. I thought a lot of the animation on the moon, a lot of the characters on the moon, I did not like at all. But
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen better looking animals animated in my life. Those rabbits could have been fucking real for me. Like, they were insane. But I think the story at the beginning of the first 20 minutes is really good. And I think the story at the end, when they're back on the planet, is very good.
Yeah.
It's just everything on the moon. I was like, you've lost me. Like, you've completely lost me.
Yeah.
It seemed not rushed, but not interesting, not funny, not great. They introduced a character who was meant to be comedic relief, and I thought he's not that funny. Yeah, but I will say I got emotional at the beginning of this film when obviously something happens. Well, I think you've already said what happens. Um, it hit me. I was like,
About.
shit, they've done this really well to make me care this quickly about a character, like really fucking well. Um, and I was very happy with the ending. I was happy with the story. I think the story is done well. I just think the middle of this film lets it down a fair bit. Um, and I agree with you on the music. The music wasn't good enough for me. Like some of the songs sounded okay and decent, and I think there was one or two, Stephen, like you say, which were better than decent. I think the one they used at the beginning of the end credits I liked, um, but the majority, this, if you're comparing it to what we consider good musical movies, um, it's nowhere near it. Like the Frozen's, the Encantos of the world. You're not going
Yeah.
anywhere near, and that's my time up.
Heard that now.
Oh, you hear it that time? Fuck's sake!
Yeah.
um, I would consider. I wonder it's because I was talking, like it's already like hearing my voice. It's picked it up.
Yeah, maybe.
Um, I'm going for a 6 as well, but I was going in with a 6 thinking that you were going to go higher, both of you for some reason.
Oh,
So
really?
obviously not. Um, so Stephen, we've matched on both films so far, Alarum and
Yeah.
this.
Just we're on the same page.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to be higher in that first 20 minutes. I was thinking, shit, this is a Netflix movie where they've got it.
Yeah.
And they just
Yeah.
completely dropped the ball. I was like, fuck's sake, that was so close.
The song that I was referring to, because I just checked my Shazam library, it's Ultra Alameri is apparently the song. That's
Oh,
the
I
only
don't
song
think
in
that's
the
the
movie
one
that
I
I
was
Shazam,
listening to.
and that is the one where they're on the stage when they enter the moon for the very first time.
Oh, Chang'e's song.
Yeah,
That
that's the
that
one.
was decent. That was decent.
Yeah,
Like,
that was one that I can, if it came on my car playlist, it would make me drive and have a bit more fun while driving. It had that upbeat sort of feel. And when you said earlier about K-pop Demon Hunters, I'm not saying it was completely on the same page, but there were certainly similarities in that song to "We're Going Up." I'm not going to sing
yeah,
on the
what I
podcast,
should
but
say, we just mentioned Frozen and that. We've got to mention K-pop. Like that song, that film has so many good songs
yes,
that have become worldwide radio hits. People haven't watched the movie and they know the songs.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely,
and this just does got nowhere near that level. They
yeah.
perfected it on K-pop.
They, yeah,
Here's just didn't hit the mark. I think the
they
one I
had
liked
had one
was To the Moon or Rocket to the Moon.
the end credits.
Yeah,
A credit song, yeah.
I think so.
No, it was decent. But also, like, you captured that perfectly. I completely agree with you where I felt the emotion in that opening 10, 15 minutes, and I was thinking, right, this is really going places. And the end back, lovely ending, kind of brings
Yeah.
everything together.
Yeah.
But a movie that's called Over the Moon, to have all the stuff that happens on the moon be the thing that I'm bored with and don't give one shit about, that's a problem. And that's quite a big problem because what we love about the movie is just the stepping stones to what it's really trying to say. To
Yeah.
the point where, like, on the moon bit, and I think it's not that I didn't understand, I didn't care. So stuff was going on, and I was like, I don't really, I know what's going on, but I don't at the same point where, like, I'm just watching it but not absorbing
Yeah.
any bits.
Yeah.
I'm just taking
It'd
like
be-
the beginning and the end bit and kind of working out what's happened.
It'd be interesting to know. Like, I don't know if your kids have actually watched it, Welchy, but if kids are more invested in that middle part, because
Mhm.
obviously
Yeah.
us as adults are like, oh, it's boring. She's having just to find this gift thing. It's like, is that it really? It's not really adding much to the story in terms of what they're actually doing when they're on the moon. But I wonder if kids are actually enjoying all the bright colors, all
Mhm.
these weird
Yeah,
animals, whatever they are. Like,
Yeah.
that's a great
So
point.
I tried my best to get them to watch it multiple times. I think at least 2 or 3 times because
need your reviews for the
we've had a
podcast.
while now. And I'll be on Netflix. I'll be like, oh, what about this one? And well, my youngest doesn't really care, but my oldest went, no. I was like, okay. So
Like,
that's
I
also
give
another
you
negative
money.
another negative to the film is that whatever front cover they had obviously isn't enticing enough for
Yeah.
them to want to watch it.
Like, give you a cookie, takeaway, Smarty,
Yeah.
anything to watch this goddamn
I
film.
wasn't that like I wanted to do it that way so I didn't have to watch it on my own, like at night when I could be
Yeah.
doing better things, watching other things. But in the end, I thought,
Yeah.
fuck it, they don't want to watch it. I can't force them. I'll just watch it myself.
No.
So I can't. I wanted to say I didn't like the middle bit, but actually, my daughter said that was the best bit. But no,
Yeah.
unfortunately not. We can go anywhere now with this. I want to start with the animation though, because I thought everything on Earth was really good. At the beginning bit, I was like, this animation's really good. The characters look really good.
Yeah.
The fucking
Yep.
rabbits, man. They're a fucking joke. I genuinely don't think we've seen animals, definitely rabbits, look that good.
Even
I
the
was
frog
stunned.
looked. The frog looked
The frog,
solid.
yeah, yes. But I think it's something
Yeah.
about the fur they had on that rabbit, or
Yeah.
rabbits. I was like, my God.
The animation was really solid.
But what did
Also
you think of the
slightly
fucking
going
chickens?
on.
The massive chickens on the moon. We got to them, I was like,
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck? You've got
Yeah,
those
I know.
rabbits. And
Yeah.
I feel like once it got to the moon, everything like just changed, and
I
it's
just,
like
Yeah.
oh,
that's the part they couldn't care
It
about.
felt
It
a
really
little
buggered
bit
me.
like two different movies in terms of the
Yeah.
animation style. Because everything on
Yeah.
Earth, as you rightly said, looks so amazing, and then on the moon, it kind of like took a retrograde back step, and I was like, I saw it paused it. This is the same
But-
thing. My Netflix hasn't like malfunctioned and gone to something else.
It wasn't
'Cause
everything
it
though,
feels
because
different.
Chang'e, the person on the moon, the lady they were looking for, she still looked good.
Yeah.
And the fucking
Yeah.
rabbit up there looked fucking amazing. But it's all the moonites, whatever they're called, loonites, lunars, whatever they were called. These blobs. I was like, this is what you came up with. This.
I
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't know.
I
It
also
really
did
bugged me.
write something. I wrote something in my notes which I do feel that I'm being really, really harsh because, like, the third line I put wasn't Chin so annoying. What mother lets their kid keep running into walls like a fucking idiot? Obviously, it has the whole thing by the end of the film. We can actually do that, and I was like, I can see that coming a mile off, and
Yeah.
that they don't want to be brother and sister. By the end, they're all together. It's all lovely, but
Yeah.
that first sort of 20 minutes where you're introduced, I was like, no, please don't make this really annoying kid somebody that then later in the film we're going to come together and it's meant to be really moving and lovely. Because I just was like, if your parents sort your kid out, mate, like no,
Mate,
you
that-
can't.
That was obviously
That's-
going to happen.
And that's a lot
No,
more
I
common than you think,
know.
though. That's
And-
gentle parenting, they call it.
Yeah, I know. I think that's just me being a bit of a grump and a meanie. Because I'm tongue in cheek. I wouldn't actually like mark it down because it was so annoying. But generally, when Chin came on, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling you. Not feeling you at all, Jim.
I thought it was cool, and he had his little tennis pad thing.
Yeah, well, you would,
Table
wouldn't
tennis,
you?
yeah. Did anyone? I didn't pick them up when watching it, but there's quite a few famous people in this movie.
I didn't recognise anyone, but maybe I just wasn't too invested.
I'm really normally quite good at this, and I struggled. I had a number of times where I was going, that sounds like or sounds like but I didn't want to pause it because I was up against like time tonight to make sure I watched it before we recorded. And partly every time I went on my phone, it was blown up for other reasons, so I tried actively to not go near my phone. But why is there some famous people in the film? that
So
we would
there's
know?
one, like you said, there's one I thought that sounds like them, but I'm not 100% sure, and it was.
Yeah.
There is someone from Invincible in this cast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Is
is.
it Invincible?
No, it's Debbie, Sandra Oh.
Oh,
Sandra,
really?
is it
She plays the new mum, Chin's mum.
Oh, okay.
And that's the
She
one
doesn't
I
really
was
say much
like,
in the film.
no, but that's when I heard her, I was like, I fucking know that
Yeah.
voice, and I think it's this person. But then she said something else, I was like, is it? But it was.
Yeah, she has quite a very distinctive sort of voice. So even when she was in that Keanu Reeves movie, as soon as her name popped up, I know her face and I definitely know her voice.
I think if you watch Over the
Did
Moon
Clock in
now,
this?
you'd be like, oh yeah,
I'd be
that's
like,
Debbie.
oh, straight
It's
away.
Debbie from
Yeah,
Invincible.
Yeah.
sure.
We also have Ken Jeong. You know Ken Jeong. You might not know that as his name. He plays Gobi, the pangolian, the dog thing, the green pangolian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
said
I know
was-
what you mean.
No, in Squid Game, is he?
No, Ken Jeong is Leslie Chow in Hangover.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's also the guy that created the Masked Singer, like in America.
Oh, is
He
he?
like he
I
was
didn't
a
know
judge
that.
on it, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, whether he created it, but he was like one of the
Part of
driving
it,
forces
right.
behind that show. Yeah.
So he's
No,
the green pangolian thing, which was my poor comedic relief. And we have John Cho, who plays Baba, her dad. And John Cho, I know him, and I think you two will as well, from American Pie. He is one of the two guys who stands at the photo going, MILF, MILF.
Oh,
Oh.
I know it. Yeah.
It always,
That's cool.
it always It always
Yeah,
makes me laugh when you watch like stuff for like kids that have got adult actors in, and you just are transported back to sort of like
Yeah.
those adult scenes. It always makes me laugh. Because this is set or made by you say like a Chinese group behind it.
Oh, I don't know.
With
That's a good point. I don't know. I don't actually know that. I can have a look. Let's go
Okay.
on my phone instead. Oh, don't know.
Because you're
Pretty
absolutely
sure.
right. It does feel like this was Netflix trial, and they were like, right, we need to basically take the aesthetics of Over the Moon and amplify it. And obviously, they went then down the Korean route with K-pop, and I mean that was a smart business decision. You ever thought of that?
They've hit the gold mine with that, and they can't get number two out quick enough. They've said it's like coming at some few years away, and I'm like, I just feel like you need to capitalize quicker than that. Like, make a
Yeah,
short or something.
especially
Make
Netflix.
something.
Like
Yeah.
they're usually quite
Yeah,
quick at getting things
Netflix
out
get
there.
loads of stuff out.
Maybe they didn't expect it to be this big of a hit. This was where do I get the information for who made this film? Crew. No details. Janet Yang Productions. I don't know what that is. Glenn Keane Productions, Pearl Studio. Yeah, doesn't tell me where they're from, but they've not done anything very famous. This seems to be the one that I would consider.
Or
Janet Yang Productions made High School Musical China, so
Okay.
probably is
it's
the
just
answer.
mainly from the actors that you've just mentioned as well. It's kind of all
Asian.
sitting under that
Yeah.
sort of under that bracket.
Yeah, there's more as well. I just named the three that I knew personally. Not personally, you know what I mean, from other movies.
You know, I didn't get
Yeah.
Sandra.
Wow, I
That's
didn't
really
know you-
bad.
If I knew Sandra,
Yeah, I'm
I'd
not
be
quite
like,
good
when
at
the fuck is season 5 coming? Invincible.
Yeah.
What other notes that
Next
I
year.
have? Yeah, I think I agree with you, Stephen. It's a good story in dealing with grief. I think they did it really well.
Yeah.
We spoke about the songs,
And
not
just
all that. Go on.
on that point, what I found quite good is that it doesn't take too long with her spending time with the parents, but it does enough for you to instantly go, "Oh, that's a really sweet,
Yeah.
mother, father, daughter dynamic." And then I was quite surprised because it jumped 4 years later, and then you see the picture. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's where we're going."
Yeah.
And then the scene where he says to her, "Oh, I want to talk to you about something serious," which obviously is that this who she used to say, "Oh, this is a friend. This is like obviously your new stepmom." But it was just captured so brilliantly. Even when she was like, "Oh no, I've got homework to do," that's like a kid's mechanism to say, "I'm not really happy about this, but I don't know how to verbalize that." Just little things. There were little things like not just for the animation, but things that were said that kind of were more hard hitting. It didn't do it in like an obvious way that it kind of hits you in the face. It was quite subtle in its early stages, and that's why I was like, "This is really going somewhere." Because it's quite hard in a kids' film, and this is where I slightly disagree when you were saying it's more for kids. That grief aspect of it is definitely geared for an older audience to fully embrace that. The problem is that it doesn't have anything else. It doesn't have any subtle adult jokes or anything for like for the parents. Like I always think that for a kids' film to be really successful, every 10 to 15 minutes you need something that is going to make a parent smile, laugh, or feel warm.
I do agree the concept of the film is very much an adult concept that you can understand easily. It's just as soon as they went to the moon
side,
they forgot everything. And it became this very much a bright shapes song, musical sort of film. And the whole adult concept of that grief side of things went out the window while she tried to find this gift thing. And then when it went towards her leaving the moon, it then went back to that and her reuniting with her family after getting her closure sort of thing. So
couldn't agree more with that. No, absolutely spot on.
Yeah, like it's like a what you call it, Chinese mythology, isn't it? This whole story, Chang'e. I actually googled it a little bit to find out that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And the Hayoi, I can't remember the guy's name, the guy that Chang'e misses who died, whatever. That's all part of their mythology, and that's all interesting. It's just the way they did it on the moon just wasn't interesting to me. It's too, like you say, childish, too colorful. Yeah. Like there is that you can be too colorful, and this is it. Like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Never thought I'd criticize film for being too colorful, but
I think
we've got like lasers going everywhere.
It was
circular door things, like the blobs, like everything.
But it was like when she was making the rocket and stuff, and when she went up into space, like she was going up, I was like, well, this is unrealistic because if she makes it to the moon, I'm gonna be fucking raging because like there's no fucking way. And then obviously it's dropping. I'm like, okay, where are they gonna go with this? As soon as that beam come down, I was like, okay. Dragon things came. I was like, oh no, I think you're losing me. I
Yeah.
think you're losing me. They don't
Yeah.
look very good.
Like,
They don't look good.
it's
And then they lost
gone.
me. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I agree.
again, I think that whole middle section I just didn't care for. I think it was. I'm sure kids
think-
like it, but that bit where Shanghai, was that her name? Or Sangay is like curled in a ball, sad, like stuck in
Yeah.
this pit of depression. And then our character, the main character, Fei Fei, goes in and she gets
Yeah.
depressed. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
that's quite good. Like, and then I'm back in again. I'm like, this is good.
Yeah.
And then it's almost the main
But it took
lady,
a while
what
to
her
get
name
that
was.
bit, though.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's her who's been depressed all this time, teaching Faye, telling Faye to like, you know, you got to move on. It's like, hang on, bitch, what are you talking about? This is the whole thing. But that's the whole.
Do you know what-
That's the whole point of it is that
Do you know what's
she's
even
learned from
funnier
her
than
as
that?
well.
Reviewing the kids'
Yeah.
film would just be like, you know, this kid's annoying as fuck, or shut up, bitch. It's like, you know, an adult's perception on Over the Moon. I also think that maybe if they want to go down the route of like the whole moon bit being like completely for kids and really colourful, like fine, no problem with that because your target audience is kids.
Yes.
But maybe I don't know if they half that, like that section goes on for far too long. Now you could argue it's because we lose sight of all the good work that it's done in its beginning and then obviously what it does in its end stages. But I feel like maybe half that, because that's for me the difference between giving this. I've given this a 6. If that moon sequence is better or shorter or doesn't make me keep going, well, this is bullshit, or this is boring, or I don't really care about this, or I don't really know what's going on with this because I've lost all kinds of interest. The difference between like going from a 6 to maybe an 8, which the start in 20 minutes for me, if that had carried on, this would have been a solid 8.5 for sure.
But even as a kids film, I wonder if it's actually too much, like too complex of a story for a kids film as well.
I think
Because even
I'd argue the first 20 minutes might lose the kids.
yeah,
Or they just won't
It's-
understand. They won't understand what's going on, which
But
is
there's not enough fun
people
stuff
go,
happening. So
no,
Yeah.
go on.
No, sorry. All I was going to say is, in fairness, that was one of the early criticisms that The Incredibles got. That the first 20
1,000,000%.
minutes of that film.
I've watched that with my kids recently, and they get bored once he's in his insurance job, which, funny enough, is what I do.
Which but I think that's like one of the funniest bits.
Yeah,
of the
it is
entire
for
movie,
adults,
that,
but it loses kids,
yeah.
and it's insane.
But then
Yeah.
The Incredibles went on to be this massive success. So you can have that. You can have a really successful
Yeah.
kids film that has that adult complexity in it, but you need to then make the kid stuff pleasing for all audiences, which I don't think this movie does.
There should be a massive caveat: is that this is a kids' movie, like it is designed for kids. So at the end of the day, our opinions don't really fucking matter.
No.
If kids like it, kids
but
like
it sort of does because you might not like. I know most parents will take their kids to watch it anyway, but the chance of you watching it again, if it's a film you didn't enjoy, is less. Whereas if it's a film that adults enjoy as well, it might be that you go to watch it
Yeah.
multiple times.
It's true because there's times when the kids will say, "Can we watch this?" and we're like, "No, like, no,
Yeah.
it's not as bad. Like, they're fine to watch it. I don't want it on. Like, I'm like, I can't watch
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like Peppa Pig, I'm like, no, I've had enough. Like, let's move
Yeah.
on.
The only time that I had it as I once was dating someone who had like a 5-year-old, and the movie that he made us watch sort of every week I went down there for about a month was The Incredibles 2. And you would think that'd get on your nerves because I just love that film so much. They're like, Incredibles 2, David. I was like, yeah, go on then. But if it was something that I hated,
Yes.
then I'd be like, no. So I get it. It's a fine line.
Yeah. You got to think about
Yeah.
all the kid films that are out now, like Moana, like Inside Out, all those sort of films,
Yeah.
Frozen.
They're
I
rewatchable.
don't mind watching those whenever. Like if my nieces come around or nephews, whatever, if they want to like watch something like that, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're good films. Like I've seen it 100 times already.
I even go as far as say like I think we said it before, when you're really poorly, you like your comfort shows, which could be like a bit like Friday Night Dinner or The In-Betweeners. For me, like even as an adult, going back to things like SpongeBob, because there's so much there for adults and so much slapstick comedy that even now at 27, watching those, like there are some shows that I watched when I was a kid where now as an adult I'm like, absolutely no. But the other shows that stand the test of time, and it's same like movies where they've got all of that keep saying replayability, got a game on the brain, rewatchability, that it then means that you can watch it over and over again. Like I'll probably be like in my 30s and still watching SpongeBob and still finding it funny because there is so much slapstick comedy, and more I watch it, I'm like, I feel like that's more geared to older kids and adults. Like the fact that young kids watch SpongeBob, there's so much stuff in that show where you're like, now as an adult going, right, well that's, you could read that somewhere else, or you could read that somewhere else. And Night Over the Moon didn't have any of that, which would have been nice to have a couple of those sprinkled in.
You are only 3 years away, by the way, from your 30s, just so you know.
Yes, I
Probably will.
recognise. I probably will be. I was just trying to say 35, so to make more of a point than saying it's 3 years before hitting. I like the fact that this got a U. It said fret and mild distressing scenes. And I was like, really? At what point in this film is there anything that you would count as being distressing for a kid?
I mean, the bit when she's about to crash a rocket, but that doesn't last very long.
No.
Brett would probably be when she locks Chin in the table tennis room. I don't know. I can't really think of what threat there was. But
Yeah, it's
I mean,
just funny when it pops up.
Yeah.
Like say rated you, and then telling like parents read that going to their kids, and I was like, well, where's the threat?
Yeah.
Where's the jeopardy?
Yeah, I can't think. I mean, the chickens were a bit aggressive, I guess. But God, those chickens fucked me. As soon as I saw them, I was like, this is bad. Like, how
Yeah.
have you? I know that the whole blob thing or whatever they were, but like, you've got rabbits there that look insane. It's like they gave up. Maybe COVID did it. Maybe COVID, they were like, fuck it, let's just make blobs.
Maybe they ran out of money.
It's probably double-edged sword though, because when COVID hit, they were like, "Oh, great! Like more and more people could be watching our film.
Watching
like,
at home,
happy days, yeah."
Okay, well, I think we've spoken about this film enough. Hopefully, everyone at home has enjoyed it. If they did watch it, please do feel free to let us know what you thought of it. It doesn't matter when you watch it or when you watch this video. Let us know in the comments or on Discord, and we will read them out at a later date. But for now, we're going to take a very quick break. We are going to actually, let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel here. Do it now.
Yeah.
And then in the break, we can try and find a film, or maybe we'll do it like overnight tomorrow and put it in Discord. Let's get the wheel up.
I need like a catchy theme song for this. Not like ripping off like Michael McIntyre's like Spin the Wheel, but
I know what you mean. Maybe I'll work on
Spin
that.
the Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember we used to have the topic of the weeks.
That was good. Yeah.
God,
Like,
this podcast has
singing
grown,
that?
isn't it? Open, right. We start with genre.
For like the 200th episode, we should bring that back. Bring topic of the week back as a
I am
jingle.
actually going to share my screen so you guys can see this. Just so you know I'm not cheating.
Look.
Share screen.
Please be horror. Please be horror.
There we go.
It will be thriller. No, it's going to be fantasy.
Okay.
Oh no.
So the only one we can't have here, if it does land on it, we have to respin, is musical.
Yeah.
An action?
No, I think unless you want to have a 2-week break, but I was only going to have a 1 hit.
Oh, it's horror.
Oh, let's go, boy.
Horror it is.
Oh, so you only get a 1 week break, so then the next time we do it,
musical's back
will
in
then
next
be...
week. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Or next,
yeah, no,
not next week, but you know what I mean. Next movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing horror. We will do year next. So we can't have.
Don't be an old one, please.
We can't have 20 to 24.
I cannot watch an old horror movie. They're the worst.
It might be amazing. You never know.
That's acceptable.
2005 to 2009.
That's okay.
That could be very good. Or like it might be that kind of time where CGI is still not very good, so it's a bit iffy.
The problem that I'm going to have is, are we going to find one that I actually haven't seen during this?
We might have to give that rule up this week.
Yeah.
If you've seen everything, it's more than that.
Seen most of them.
Okay, Letterboxd. This is going to be important.
Please be good.
Oh no, because there could be some.
We can't
there was
have
some duds
3 to 3.5. Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh.
so rules here are: if we can't find one, and only if we definitely can't find one, it has to be streamable
Yeah.
on Amazon, Disney, or Netflix. If we can't find one, or it has to be like on a 3-week trial thing, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something we watch on.
then we go up one bracket.
Yeah.
So it'd go
That's what we done
1
with
to
the first
1.5.
one,
Yeah.
I think.
But because we've got a
What a
wider
waste.
year bracket here, we might be okay.
What an absolute waste of a horror in 2005 to 9. And they've got a fucking 0 to 1.
There we
Stephen,
go.
half your recommendations break 0 to 1 anyway, so you're pretty good, right?
Oh,
That's
that is a massive shame. Maybe we do make it a 2-week break from now on.
Well, it'll probably be that VHS tape that you made us watch.
Unfortunately, I think they're rated
Yeah,
higher
that
than
would
1.
be the. Yeah, I
Um,
think they're rated higher than 1.
Okay, we're going to take a very quick break. I'm actually going to suggest that we don't pick the movie right now because we've only got 25 minutes left to record, guys. So we'll just take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll actually pick or find a movie overnight or over the next couple of nights. Find one that's streamable, and we'll announce it in Discord, and we'll announce it in the next movie podcast episode. Just so people are aware, when we're planning to next do this is schedule. So we're today 10th of May. We're planning to next record a Wheel of Cinema on the 7th of June. So about a month from now. That'll be when we review this movie. Whichever it is, we will announce it. There's 4 weeks, plenty of time for you to watch it. Okay.
I don't think they're going to want to.
Okay, I guess. Again, maybe you just come to watch the video to hear our pain. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about what we've been watching. Welcome back to the Late Night Movie Podcast. We have just reviewed Over the Moon. We've just found out that our next movie on the Wheel of Cinema is going to be a horror film from the years 2000 to 2004 or 2005 to 2009.
2005 2009.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it has to be rated between 0 and 1 on Letterboxd, which is going to be a lot of fun. And it has to be streamable. Always has to be streamable. Before we go into what we've been watching, I have another game for us to play.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Guess who? So,
hey,
I have given each of you a character. You have 60 seconds to ask me yes or no questions and work out which character you are. Okay.
Okay. Movies.
Movies and TV shows. It can be movies or TV shows. Remember, I got a nasty comment on TikTok for that the other day.
No way.
Yeah, you know your video where you said, "Oh, it sounds like Walter White," and it was. Someone said, "Well, if it's a movie podcast and you use a TV show, it doesn't count." I was like, oh. you have to understand that it's not just a movie podcast. I know it's called a movie podcast.
Thanks to whoever was defending me, though. Oh, that's great.
Okay, so you've got 60 seconds to get your questions like bang, 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 bang. Literally, you can say whatever you want, but I can only say yes or no.
Okay. With this, you've got one character.
Andy has one character, and then Stephen's got a separate character. You've both got a separate character each. So first one is going to be. Who went first on the last one? Oh, you went together, didn't you? Oh, Andy went first on a review, so Stephen go first, yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Stephen, you've got 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay, is my character in a horror movie?
No.
Okay. Is my character a male?
No.
Okay. Does my character have a gun?
No.
Okay. Does my character feature in multiple films?
Yes.
Okay. Is my character a fantasy character?
No. Not fantasy.
Okay. Is my character in a comedy film?
It's not a comedy, no. 15 seconds.
Okay. Is my character... Does my character have blonde hair?
No. I'm going to make this 2 minutes because I didn't realise how short a minute is. Right, go again.
About to say, like,
minute
Jesus.
Left. Minute left, go.
Okay. Does my
Not blonde.
character not blonde? Okay. Does my character wear glasses?
No.
Okay. Does my character feature in a film released in the last 5 years?
Yes.
Is my character? Can I, if I have an idea, can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Is my character Zendaya from June Part 2?
No.
Damn it.
That's an
I
actor
was really
also, not a
confident.
character, but
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know
I would
then.
have given it. I would have given it.
Okay. It does my Has my character been in a movie in the last year?
No.
Okay. That doesn't really help me either.
10 seconds. This is
Is
hard. I
my
didn't realize how hard
character
this
in
was.
is my character in a James Cameron film?
No.
Damn it. Yeah, I mean, I think my time's up.
Andy, what do you reckon that is time up? 3 minutes? Because this is hard. Like, I didn't realize how hard this was.
I don't, well,
You all get
I
the
don't
same
know,
time.
because
Go on, Stephen. One more
Yeah,
minute.
go on. All right. I'm running out of questions to ask. Is my is my character in an action film?
No.
What fucking genre is this?
I wouldn't call it action. I'm going to make sure. Fuck it.
Not an action. It's not a horror.
You've asked
There's
two
so many
genres, and
genres
it's like,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah, good point. Good
you're
point.
acting like you've asked them all.
Yeah, no. I've asked the main ones, and
You got
I'm
30
now feeling
seconds.
like-
You got 30 seconds. Come on,
Okay.
questions.
Okay, all right. Did my character die in any of
No.
the films that I've been in? Okay. Is my character going to be in a future movie?
Hang on, I'm pausing that. Are they going to be?
Yeah. So, like,
Is there another film coming out with that character?
is my character in another movie that's coming out?
I imagine there will be another one, yes.
Okay. Oh,
That's not a yes or no answer. Sorry.
true,
But,
but
yeah, okay,
variation,
fair. But
right?
yeah. Go on,
Come
I'll press
on.
play again. Go on.
Is my character in a Marvel movie?
No.
Damn it! I was so confident.
5
it's gonna be
seconds.
someone-
Quick.
No, I've got nothing. Like, we could be here for the next
Okay.
hour. I'm
You've had
stumped.
3 minutes. If Andy also can't get it in 3, the next time I do this, it's going to have to be like 4 or 5 because I obviously underestimated how.
Was I
hard
getting
this is.
close in any of my questions or not really?
No. So your character was
No.
Joy from Inside Out.
That's definitely not an action movie. Yeah?
No.
Well, I just checked. I was like, is it action? No, it's not. Okay,
Should
Andy.
have said it's my character in an anime. And it's oh, that's stupid,
Animated,
isn't
yeah,
it?
it's,
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah, I should have completely forgot myself on that.
Andy,
Okay.
your time, 3 minutes starts now.
Is my character male?
Yes.
Is my character in an action movie?
No.
Is my character in a horror movie?
Nope.
Is my character in a thriller movie?
Nope.
Is, is my character in a comedy? Is my character in a musical? Is my character a superhero?
No.
Is my character an animal?
No.
Why are you laughing? Is I've like named all the genres, surely. Is my character in a drama?
Yes.
Is my character in a film called The Drama?
No.
Just checking.
I knew you were going to ask that.
Is my
2 minutes
character
left.
is my character the main character in the film?
No.
Oh, okay. Is my character a sidekick?
No.
Yeah, it's like a drama. Male. Oh, I don't watch many dramas. Is my character in a film that's been out in the last year?
No. Oh, I don't
In the
think
last
so.
five- In the last 5 years?
I don't know, probably.
Probably.
Character. Sorry, character. No,
Is my character last 10 years been in film? The
no.
last 10
Character
years?
hasn't been in a film in a
Wow.
very long time.
Did my character die in
If
one of
ever.
their films?
I don't think this character isn't known for movies.
Oh shit!
You got a minute
Okay.
left.
I should have asked that first.
Yes, you should have.
Um,
You'd have been there by
drama,
now.
male. Shit. Jack Bauer.
You got it.
Let's go.
Wait, what?
Where'd that come from?
Where the fuck did you pull that from?
Because it was over 10 years ago. You said drama, male.
Wow. Wow.
Hang on, whoa. There is some trippy shit going on.
Wow. Well done.
I was like, yeah. So as soon as it went away from movies, that was
Technically, I shouldn't have given you that.
yeah.
But you kept asking me questions like, is it action? I was like, you said action movie. I was like, oh, it is very much action. I can't give you it
that's
because
why
it's not
you
a
was
movie.
laughing. Yeah.
And then you
Damn,
said
I was
something
thinking
else,
why
and
you
I was
kept
like, when you were talking about movies, I was like, no, just get away from the movies.
Yeah.
Out of
What's that?
every, you've had hundreds of TV characters to pick, and I don't know, you've done that.
I was not ready for that. I thought when you clicked it was TV, I was thinking he's gonna get to it eventually. For you to just
Yeah,
go Jack
that's
Bauer, I was like, whoa. What the...
The first thing that came into my mind was Stranger Things, but then I remembered you said like not in the last 5-10 years. So I obviously know we're massive fans of 24 and stuff. So
With because you said I got confused. I started thinking of actor in the movies. And I was like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I was like, shit, character. And I was like, 24 Redemption, was that technically a movie?
yeah.
That was technically a movie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I said, well,
When did they do their new show as well? Because they obviously brought out a new one, didn't
It
they?
was 2019.
Jack Bauer wasn't in it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the last 24 was 2014, so it has been well over 10 years since we've had any 24 stuff.
No, I wasn't 2014. I was done with it before that. I was done before I went to uni.
Was it? Really?
Yeah. They tried rebooting it around 2014
And Jack Bauer wasn't in that?
without Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, from memory anyway.
So because to be fair, the last ever series, season 8, was in
Yes.
2010. Because I remember I was allowed to stay up to watch it, but the only caveat was I was going to like on a France trip with the school the next day, so I was able just to sleep at the bus. That was 2010, so the movie must have been maybe 2012 or 11.
No, the movie was in the middle. So
Oh, my timelines are all messed up
Redemption
there.
was between 6 and 7.
That's it.
They had Live Another Day.
That was it. That was the one I was thinking of. Season 9.
Oh, that was 2014. You're right.
That's
and that
yeah.
did have
Keith
Kiefer
Sutherland was
Sutherland.
in that.
But then
Yeah.
they tried rebooting it again with someone else,
With the
and
Didn't work.
that
Yeah.
was not Jack Bauer.
okay, no.
Season 8, just to check, you're right, 2010.
Yeah.
Man, time flies.
That's one of-
time fucking flies.
That is one of those shows that is a staple which worked then. I don't think it works so much now. I
I'd
feel
watch
like
the shit
that
out of it
premise.
if they did it now. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like,
No, I
want-
mean, like they've got a cast that, like, are they going to find someone as amazing as Keith Sutherland? Because 24 is
just
as
getting back.
good
He's still active. He's still good.
True. But I do feel like without Kiefer Sutherland, that show really falls on its face. Like he for me,
It would have to be a good casting for sure.
yeah,
If they
exactly.
yeah, you might be
How-
right
how-
actually, because they tried rebooting it, it didn't work. But I just think
That's what.
you can't make 24 because everyone's ready for Jack Bauer. Like it's
yeah.
it's Jack Bauer now. It's not. You might as well call
If
the show
we're-
Jack Bauer.
Yeah,
If we
pretty
also
much,
think it, some of those moments where like the whole sequence with the White House in season 7 is just
There's so many moments.
unbelievable.
The end of
television.
season
Oh,
1 was like amazing to me. The twist
Yeah.
at the end, I was like,
Yeah.
you fucking bitch.
They
One-
recently
one
had
day- Go on, Annie.
is it Chloe in the show?
Yes, Chloe, yeah.
She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
at Liverpool Comic Con.
I remember you sending me a picture of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to have met her. Sort of. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about 24, but generally, that
We could do a
that
24
show.
school look at us or something.
One day I want to go back and
I want
revisit.
to
There's
rewatch it. I keep saying to
So
Tay,
many
Yeah,
episodes.
it's such a long.
It's too long,
Yeah,
yeah.
such a long TV show to watch.
24 episodes over 8 seasons, like thousands. It's like 7,000 hours there.
I had
How long did it take me to
That's
get
the
out?
last
By the way,
box set I think I had. You had 40 seconds left.
Okay.
That
Good
was,
job we're not playing for points, because if that was actually on the quiz show, I'd be fucking livid. I'd be like, there is some PGMOL stuff going on with that.
yeah, the VAR would have definitely said that I helped Andy a little bit
It's
by
just
pushing him towards TV.
all because
Yeah.
I was going to ask, does my character use a weapon? But when you said it wasn't an action, I was like, okay, he's not obviously not going to have a gun, I guess, in a
Mate,
drama
I was
movie.
so
but-
far away with Joy from Inside Out. Jesus fuck. I was
Yeah,
so
Andy was
far
definitely
away.
quicker with his questions. Like he was just like,
Yeah.
I mean, the
But in
genres was
fairness,
easy, but
he did go second. So half of his questions were questions that I asked in the first bit. Let's be fair.
also
I
All
true.
of
don't
the
know. I
genre
was sitting
ones
there
I'd
thinking,
asked.
like, I was waiting for you to ask so many things, and it was just like
It
you was asking
proves
different things. I
it
was
proves that
thinking,
3 minutes is enough.
Yeah,
So I think
Yeah.
we're
it
doing
does.
3 minutes, and I think that was a good round. I think hopefully people at home enjoyed that. We'll do that again in other episodes, gaming side as well.
Please let Andy go first next time, so I feel like you have an advantage. Like, not only have you got 3 minutes, you've got 3 minutes to then work out what questions you're going to ask.
We've only got 10 minutes left until we want to end the episode. So just quickly, I haven't got anything to talk about. We're still watching Sons of Anarchy, finished season 2. That's about it. What else have you guys? So I'm just looking through the text you sent earlier. Stephen, Ted season 2. I didn't know there was a season 2.
Yeah.
Is that any good?
Yeah, so I mean, what's funny is, so I have like my TiVo box upstairs, and there's a reason why I'm talking about this. And basically, we need to upgrade to like the 360 because we then get Sky Atlantic because we're on Virgin. But to do that, once you do the upgrade, you lose all of your recordings. So I've like recorded movies that I've wanted to watch and TV series, and I've said like we need to basically do it by the end of this month. So I'm trying to get through my list of recordings. Problem is, because gaming is so much at the moment, I'm finding it real battle between sort of watching stuff and football, and then the standard bits of TV, and then top of everything else. Like, I don't know if you guys are struggling with that, but that's my battle at the moment. Trying
Games,
to
I'm
fit
really
both
struggling
in.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, gaming is great at the moment, but it's taken all of my time that I'm struggling to keep up. But I was ill this week, so I spent, well, one of the days I spent watching stuff that I've seen a million times. No, I shouldn't do it, but do it anyway. But Friday, yeah, I watched basically the first 4 episodes of Ted season 2. Enjoyed the first season. It's kind of what you expect from Seth MacFarlane. I know a lot of people are not really happy about it. They think it's not great. Like our friend Jake, when he tried to watch, he said it was awful. But like, and I think Jack watches it as well.
I
He
think he
talks
does.
about
Yeah.
the show. It's exactly what I expect. It's really funny. They did an episode where they basically played Dungeons and Dragons, and it goes into them role playing it, and I'm like, fuck, I hate shit like
Is
that.
that taking a piss
So
out of
that
Strange Things?
a little bit. It's a little bit sort of playing on that, but Seth MacFarlane said, I actually heard what he said. He's a massive fan of it, so he's not taking the piss out of it. He actually loves the concept of Dungeons and Dragons, but obviously you've got like Ted making innuendo and dark jokes while they're role playing it. But I hate anything like that. So that episode, I was like, I can't wait for it to end. But they're like half an hour. I've got the whole series that Sky show. So yeah, just a bit of light-hearted entertainment. I'm gonna try and get through that, and then go back to like my Netflix. I've still got Alien, the Alien
Alien
show to
Earth.
watch. Yeah, still got that to finish. Rival season
Slack
2 starts. I know I really slacked on that. I think Rival season 2 starts next week, so I will be jumping straight to Disney Plus for that. I think the date for that is May 17th.
When's Alien Earth
Believe.
2?
I haven't seen a
Andy?
release date, so I don't think there's a release date for that
Not this year.
yet either.
Probably
I
next
doubt
year.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got plenty of time to catch up on the first season.
Man.
And I know you guys say it gets better because, again, the reason why I haven't got back to it is it didn't draw me in the first 3 episodes that I saw. But
Yeah,
I'm
I still
hoping that
think
it
back
improves.
fondly, thinking that was a good show. Good show. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't.
yeah.
Sometimes
too.
you watch something and
Prob-
review something and positive about it, and then what month later you're like, actually, was it that good? But no,
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to
No, yeah.
season 2.
I still remember how it ends, and
Yeah.
still excited. for season 2.
I'm also just contemplating whether to get HBO Max because, like, I kind of want to start Euphoria.
Yeah, have
but
to
my-
soon.
have to.
At least
What?
by Christmas.
Well,
There's
we're
a new
going
Harry Potter
to be
TV
reviewing
show.
Harry Potter TV show.
I'll be
Yeah, I
watching
thought-
that. Fuck
The
that.
podcast is we're changing name to the Late Night Harry Potter podcast.
Harry Potter, are we? I will just be observing that. That'd be great. But the problem is, I don't want to start something when like there's so much to play at the moment. We're at the bit of the end of the football season, so I think once that calms down and once we're not getting so many games, it will be more inclined. Because I don't want to start a series and then not go back to it for like the next few months. Like Rivals will be different because I loved the first season. So if I've always been the sort of person, if I really love a TV show, I'm then hooked on it no matter what. But if I'm like, that's all right, then sort of, it's like, I'm also finding that reality shows are really starting to die like a death. I know a lot, both of you think
Died
that,
a long time
but
ago.
Really show.
but like things
Not
like I don't know, like Britain's Got Talent, The Apprentice,
Ugh.
they're
Hey,
all shit this year.
The Apprentice was good.
I don't.
Oh,
finish
I
What? I
struggled,
didn't even
yeah.
finish it. What the fuck?
Yeah, I struggled with it. The only thing that's been good is The Traitors, but and EastEnders. But I think a lot of the mainstream TV I watch now. I love
EastEnders, man.
EastEnders.
I'm not letting you have EastEnders.
Yeah, I know. But I do think when you watch like even just mainstream TV, like I was going through the book, I was like, there's just so much shit for what you pay on the top package. Like the entertainment is just really not there. That's for a different
Some would
topic,
say some people don't pay, but I don't know who they would be.
though. No.
Andy, I will
Yes.
not let you talk about The Boys.
That's fine.
I will not let you talk about Daredevil. But I will actually, I know, I will let you say like a one sentence. Are you happy with season 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So with both The Boys and Daredevil, I felt like those seasons started off slow, but then ended strongly. Obviously, The Boys hasn't finished, but that started to get stronger last couple of episodes.
Fuck, how long have I got to finish that?
And Daredevil, yes, I thought it started off a bit because we had Invincible and The Boys out. I started Daredevil and then was more into those two. But yeah, this weekend I've just binged the rest of Daredevil. So yeah, no, it ends really well. I'm excited for season 3 and see what direction they go down.
I heard regarding Daredevil that like the end is a bit controversial, or is that
I love the last episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was the
Is
best
that right
episode
though?
in the show.
That some people are complaining about it, or have I
No,
got
I
that
don't see
wrong?
I don't see what they'd be complaining about.
Okay. I didn't obviously go into it because I didn't want it to be spoiled. So it might be something at a later point that I go back to. But I saw like a tweet and an article talking about the controversy surrounding the final episode. So I wondered if that was something that
You're
you
always
had
going to
heard.
get people that aren't happy with the way that certain characters, like whatever happens to their story arc and
Yeah.
the way that they go out or don't go out, sort of thing. But
True.
yeah, no, I quite liked the last episode of the show, and yeah, excited to see where season 3 goes.
I've got 2 weeks to finish The Boys, but I am in the office 4 days this week, which means 4 days of train journeys, 4 days of Boys. I should be probably partway through season 4.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay,
the
no.
week I don't think I'm gonna quite make it.
That's a valiant effort though,
tried
considering
my
of all
best.
the stuff that you're doing and gaming as well. Like,
Yeah, and yeah, when I'm home, I could watch it in the evenings, but I'm like, I've got stuff to play. Very quickly, Andy, before we run, do you want to give a very quick review of Apex?
Yeah, so Apex is the new Netflix film. I don't know if you guys have seen it advertised on there. But obviously there's a trend going around on TikTok at the moment, which I sent I sent the scene from the film into the Discord. And
I didn't watch it
since
because
I've
I
done
want to
that-
watch the film at some point, so I don't want to be spoiled or anything. But
yeah, basically that scene is probably the best scene in the movie, and everyone obviously thinks that because there's a whole trend on that scene with Karen. His acting, I think he's very much an underrated actor, and I think this film takes him to like another level in terms of similar
Who?
to James Taron Egerton
oh,
from
the
the
Kingsman guy.
Kingsman.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a good actor.
he plays a completely different role in this film, and yeah, he's incredible. But yeah, it's
He's a Rocket Man.
overall the film is it's an average sort of filler film. It was okay, like I enjoyed watching it, but that scene that you see, I watched it because I saw that scene. I was like, okay, that looks good, and then I started seeing loads of people talk about the scene. I was like, okay. I started watching it. I was like, yeah, it's okay. It's an all right story, some all right action set pieces and that, and yeah, a bit not as intense as it could have been, but there's some intense moments throughout the film, and I'd really say it's worth watching. I don't think it's particularly long, but yeah, it's worth watching just for that scene anyway. I just think that whole scene is just so funny, but
Okay.
it shouldn't be funny. But yeah, once you watch it, you'll understand why.
I'll
And it's
check
now
it
one of
out.
my new. I've now added that song to my playlist as well. That's used in that particular scene.
Very nice.
Very good. Maybe I'll watch it at some point. Okay, that is going to do it for tonight's episode of the Late Night Movie Podcast. Let us know your thoughts on Over the Moon if you've watched it. Drop your thoughts in the comments or tag us on socials at the Late Night Pods. We'd love to hear from you. You can also join our Discord using the link in the description to get your thoughts in before we record our episodes. In this episode, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe wherever you are listening. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Speaking of which, next time, I mentioned it earlier, I didn't realize it was next week, we are ranking our top 10 DreamWorks movies. So you won't want to miss that one. It should be a good debate. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I have been your host, Welchy, joined by my co-host, Andy.
Yeah, thank you as always, guys. I didn't die during the episode, and was also joined by Steve-O.
I was just about to say that as well. And also by the famous Steve from TalkSport.
Or
Stephen.
Steve-O, whichever one you want. No, been a pleasure as always. And next week, we and Andy should pretty much be reviewing Obsession because the 3-month scene we're seeing on Wednesday. I'm nailed on that it's going to be Obsession. So hopefully we're able to talk about that.
Do we change it to this Obsession review? Let's see. Maybe it becomes the Obsession review, but if not, it will be top 10 DreamWorks. Until then, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.